Good evening. This is Navy Old Salt Gamer. Remember to subscribe and like. Um, so, there it is, USS Old Salt. Um, I did do one small test flight. I added a bunch of stuff since then, so the three lower ones did pretty well. I didn't add a ton of weight, just 4 Gatling guns and my taxi ship, I guess would be the taxi miner, maybe? But there you go. There's this side. There's the other side. And of course, a couple things that was my better eat. I always forget to eat. I'm kind of surprised how this worked. I got this to hook up and lock, but I was afraid, moving and jarring the ship while I'm flying up to space would break the lock loose. So I put some temporary legs on it and locked it to the deck, and it actually matched perfectly. So the struts are locked to the deck, and the locking ring the connector's locked to the deck. So that worked really well. So this will be able to fly up with the ship, and then when I'm in space, I'll rip these legs off and then just lock it normally. There's a couple things that I'm not perfectly happy with. This is very exposed, but it's cheap. I don't think I'm going to get shot at too much. I think, where did I put the Gatling gun back here? Maybe I just put it on the sides here. But there you go. I mean, it's pretty cool. I got the door to work. Thank you for everybody giving me the questions that I asked, giving me really good answers to them. And that didn't work very well, but okay. So now I'm sideways. Wow. Stuck. So I got the vent in here. I put a second door in, so I can close that door, and I can open them, from the doorway too. So, and then this one turns on the vent, which sucks all the air back in to pressurized. So that works pretty well. I think I got the doors backwards, so I don't like the way that works. I'll have to remember that. Everything's good in here. I did have one problem that I'm going to have to figure out, and I don't know. Come on. This filled up with air, and when it was full, the vent didn't work anymore. So that's an issue I'm going to have to work out. But I got all those hydrogen drives hooked up to the switch there, number one. There's my camera to look to see to get connected. And you see I can hit the switch and all the furnaces turn on. Now I'm not ready to go into space yet because I want to fill my tanks first. So tank, hydrogen tank, this is my big one. I'm up to 80%. It won't be too much longer. There's a couple more mining trips, maybe 3 or 4. And I'll be ready to go to space, and that will be the next step. Now what is going on? I keep hitting Z. What's that? There you go. 3 on the bottom, 2 in the back, 2 large ones in the front, 3 on either side, and then I got 2 additional I could put one here, which I may do. But like I said, once I get this into space, I'm not really thinking of raising and lowering it, or landing it very often, unless I get really low on hydrogen. But once once I'm in space, I could turn everything off as long as I'm high enough. And then I won't be using any hydrogen, except for maybe to generate power. I got the hydrogen generator in there. There you go. I took the ship from here, tied it down there. Still using Brutus repeatedly to mine ice. And everything's going good. Tomorrow I think I'll be ready to launch this into space, and then hopefully with this bigger ore detector, I'll be able to find some platinum, because I have not found platinum with this miner up there, my space miner. But there you go. Maybe Old Salt Gamer again, subscribe to Mike. Having fun. I'm gonna have to do something for food when I get up there. I have a lot of wolf meat. A lot. 87. So I'll take that up with me, and then I'll store it in a locker in there, some of it, but I'll have to carry it all around. And I could probably, I don't really have room for any plants, so I might be going with algae. Maybe when I'm up there, because there's plenty of sun, and I can use oxygen from the ship, I guess. I'm not sure how that works. But I have room up here I can put them. I can tee them off of here somewhere after I disconnect the ship. Bring it over and just hook them up along the line here. I only need probably 3 to survive. And I can always come down and shoot some wolves in my spare time. But there you go. Let me know what you guys think. Again, thank you for all the advice that everybody gave me. I put it all to good use. I did find a trick here. That's terribly connected, but it's connected. I've actually recharged my lander module. I use this, to run around and get unidentified signals when they fall, if they look interesting. I actually had a ship crash in the mountains, and I got some of the pro tech stuff, but not enough to do anything with yet. But I've been on the lookout for that, and hasn't happened yet. I did find out that supposedly Gatling guns do not fire through the ship. If anybody knows different than that, let me know. But supposedly there was an issue for the longest time where they did, and they fixed it. So I should be okay with the way I've got my guns laid out here. Got 2 in the front and 2 on the bottom. I thought I had 1 on the back. I don't remember where I put it. Was that it up there? I don't know. I thought I put 1 up here. I think it was kind of awkwardly, so that probably is it. I just have it on a tower. Yeah. Yeah, it's sitting on the top of the... that's correct. So that's my top cover, my 2 side covers, and 2 bottom covers, basically. So I should have coverage, and I've only ever seen pirate drones, I guess. And they have attacked me, but I managed to outrun them. But I'm not going to be able to outrun them while I'm idle in space if they come and get a little, get to be a pain in the neck. So, do you think just hanging out in space that 5 Gatling guns are going to be enough? I'm a little concerned about the weight. I don't want to have to put another one on here. I could put it, well, now I can't. I could move that and put it back here. And pipe some more conveyors here, but it would be pretty much on the ground, and I don't want to do that. So the only way I could add another one is to extend the front a little bit, which I could do. but then these might interfere with it. It's kind of tough to set all these large ones up and keep things from burning each other. I had to put this long conveyor here because this was burning the back of the ship. And then I said, well, I can fit a couple of these in here. And I was going to put one of the smaller ones here, but it started burning that too, so I moved that. But okay. Again, maybe Old Sock Gamer, tell me what you think, subscribe and like, and I'll see you tomorrow probably, after I get done fueling all this up, and then I'm gonna take the whole big thing up into space. So we're gonna launch the USS Old Salt. At least I didn't build a brick. I don't think this is a brick. Everybody says your first ship is a brick. Kinda squared off out of necessity. Some of it back here, it was tough to get the camera in position, so I ended up having to rearrange this, and I don't really like how it looks. But you can't mount, when you mount the camera, it mounts in the center. You can't mount it, you know, out further or something like that. And I was having trouble. One block of it, the camera was facing this. The other block, the camera was facing this. And then either one, I couldn't see this. And that's what I wanted to see. So I ended up having to rearrange that in that position. I also don't like having this exposed. But may work on that a little bit. I don't know how much damage those little things are going to do, or ships can do up there. You know, if I get shot down, I get shot down. If my ship blows up, then I know better. There's always F5. I've only used it once when I tested Brutus and crashed because I didn't have these two on there. And I loaded it down, and I had to add these two because when I tried to land, it was like bonsai, and I hit the ground way hard, and this thing just blew to pieces. Alright, you have a good day, and I'll see you in the next episode.